Hey guys, how are you? So let me zoom in here. All right. So let me give you a couple of tips in terms of learning to program. Learning to program can be frustrating at times. You're definitely going to hit those walls. You're going to hit those roadblocks, and you're just not going to understand things. So let me give you a couple of learning tips, which is going to really make the process of learning to code that much easier. This is off the top of my head. So number one, you have to give yourself time. When you're working out, you're doing push-ups, you're lifting weights, any weightlifter will tell you, any professional athlete will tell you, as you train hard and then you got to give yourself rest. You got to train hard, give yourself rest, train hard, give yourself rest. You rest so that the body can repair itself, can assimilate the new knowledge. Same thing with programming. You have to give yourself rest. So one of the things I've been telling people recently is that it's better to spend 25 minutes a day programming 4 or 5 days a week than spending 4 hours once a week. You have to give your mind time to assimilate the new data. So sometimes you'll hit something, you'll be working on, you'll be working on learning functions, or you'll be working on learning object-oriented programming, and it just won't click. But what you have to do in those situations, tip number one, is you have to just write the code. Even if you don't quite understand what the code is doing, it's very important that you write it, because by writing the code, you're essentially telling your brain that this stuff is important and it needs to put a little bit of effort into deciphering this. So what you'll find is, let's say you spend half an hour writing out code, you don't quite understand it. What you do is you take a day off after that, come back the next day or 2 days later, and you write out the same code again. What you're going to find is you're going to understand a little bit more, if not all of it. And that's the process. You want to keep that in mind. Repeat that. Do this, repeat. Write a bit of code you don't understand. Give yourself a break. Could be a day, could be 2 days, it could be 5 hours, who knows. But give yourself a break. Come back to the code with fresh eyes, fresh brain. Drink lots of water. Drink a little coffee if you can to stimulate the synapses of the brain. And you see that you're going to learn much more easily with much less frustration if you follow this process. One important thing you have to do when you're learning how to code is you have to write out that code and you have to get it to work. So in one of the projects we do, for instance, PHP and JavaScript validation of a simple form. And the idea behind that is to show you how to use PHP and JavaScript together. As you go through that little mini project in the project section of CD Web, again, some of you might feel a little frustration where you don't understand everything that's going on at first. But again, follow the formula. Write the code, even if you don't know what you're doing. Write it blind. Take a break and come back later, next day, 5 hours later, whatever it's required. One of the important things you have to do is you have to get the code to work. Get it to work. So in fact, the validation works and the mini project works. Why? Why do you want it to work? Because you want to see working code. You want to give your brain that map from writing code to getting it to work. It seems silly, but really plays a role in making these things sink in, making this technology sink in. Now, here's the final tip I'll give in this video. Once you have your code working and you don't quite understand it, break it. Change it, remove a semicolon, remove a line, break it and see what the error message is. Break the code in one place, not in two places, but in one place, break it, look at the error message, then fix it, then break it again, look at the error message, then break it somewhere else, check it out, look at the error message. This back and forth of breaking your own code and then fixing it, yada, 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 is going to really help accelerate the learning process. Trust me. In fact, in my courses, I will do that. I will purposefully make mistakes, although I pretend I'm not doing it on purpose, but I do it on purpose to make mistakes, and I leave the mistakes in there. I could have edited them out, but it's a great way to teach people that, first of all, everybody makes mistakes. The whole process of writing code is full of mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is not like you're driving by a cliff where you make a mistake, you're dead. If you write code, it doesn't work, you just fix it. No big deal. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And look at the error messages that the web browser is giving you if you're writing web-based code, or if you're writing Python code with the Python course. Look at what the Python error messages are giving you. I cover this a lot in the courses, of course, etc. With the PHP course, same thing. Pay attention to the error messages. The error messages are actually giving you, they're pointing to where the error is. Some of the error messages are pretty cryptic. some are more obvious, but the more you see an error message based on code that you break. So the more you break code and you look at the error message, break the code on purpose, look at the error message, you're going to start really understanding the error messages better. You're going to start understanding the code better. You're going to super speed the process of learning to code. Trust me. All right, that's it for today's tip. Bye-bye.